Raja.
Thank you, sir. I reiterate what I said earlier. This bill is certainly not a money bill because it actually does not provide any benefit or subsidy or service to anybody, to any citizen. What it is just an identity project, and that identity may or may not be used by the government, but may also be used without any limits by private companies, private persons, and also by foreign powers. Sir, the UPA takes credit for the UIDAI, but what the website of UIDAI says, I quote, because many websites were quoted here, I quote, no country has undertaken to build a national registry at the scale and accuracy as UIDAI initiative. Nature and diversity of India's working population adds another challenge to achieving uniqueness through biometrics features. Like other technology fields such as telecommunication, we do not have experience like developed countries. We do not have experience like developed countries to leverage for designing UIDAI's biometrics systems. This is what the UIDAI website says. Sir, this is still an experimented being researched. So how can this be the basis for identity? This will lead to large-scale exclusion. Now we are striving for inclusive growth and inclusive development, but this should not lead to large-scale exclusion. This is my serious apprehension. Then there are serious questions. Despite the explanation given by the Leader of the House, the Finance Minister, Mr. Jaitley, there are strong apprehensions on the issue of privacy, on the issue of national security. There I fully agree with my colleague who sits next to me, Mr. Satish Chandra Mishra, who spoke on this, privacy and national security. And this should not go against the fundamental rights of our citizens. Finally, sir, even the Supreme Court has said this Aadhaar should not be made mandatory for getting subsidies. I end with one comment on subsidy. How do we understand this subsidy? Because it is loosely used as an insulting term to the working people. In fact, what I say, subsidy is nothing but a denied fair share of the working people in the country's wealth, which they create, but they are being denied. And when we talk of subsidy, we should talk in terms of respect and dignity. And it is not question of pity and mercy from government or any government. And this, how do we address this fundamental question of delivering or compensating the denied fair share of the working people as government's scheme? And if this Aadhaar card will be in a position to help the poor people, that's what I'm saying. Every time it is targeted people. How do you enumerate the targeted people? They are the Adivasis, they are the Dalits, they are the poor people. How this biometric system can work in their case? How can you make it mandatory? These are the issues which government will have to address while you proceed further.
Thank you.